Good evening, everybody. Instant advert. Brilliant. Thank you, script. Good stuff. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Roulette Rivals 9. We have PC Winners Bracket Round 2. Regardless of what I've just noticed, the title is incorrect. Between Not Pidgey, Togepi, and Script Desk. Heading over to Chongqing, which is... I think going to be an interesting one because I've not seen much Chongqing so far in Roulette Rivals. Also, completely forgot to introduce my co-caster, Joker. How you doing, dude?
Good. I hope you're doing well as well.
Yeah, pretty good. Literally just got home, so I'm pretty exhausted. But we don't need to talk about that. But yeah, Chongqing. Yeah, definitely a map I don't think we've seen a lot of so far in Roulette Rivals. I'm sure I can see Infofons in chat. I'm sure he's probably getting the stats right now because yeah, that's how it works, right? Yeah, so I honestly don't even know what to say about Chongqing. I feel like because I've seen it so little and it's not a map I love, it's not something I know a lot about. So I'm hoping you can do a lot of the talking here.
I think for me, it's Sapiens version 2. You have a target that you get first cycle all the time, and you have this other lure for this target wherever. And as we can see, this being loud explosive weapon as the bottom for Hush and drowning facility for imaging. So actually, the drone lure we see for imaging probably won't come into play here.
I mean, this is one of those spins. I'm actually curious as to what people are going to want to do. I imagine this is one of the few spins where getting Imogen out of the way first might be a good way of doing this. But I mean, you know, because you can move, yeah, you can move Hush with a Seeker, can't you? At pretty much any point. So, and that Seeker will already be in the map with you due to the Imogen Royce drown. I just realised we've got no predictions as well, guys. I completely forgot about all that. I'll get you some set up and I'll give you a quick moment here to get these in. Got to remember how to spell Chongqing first. You guys can have 2 minutes, even though the spin's already gone live. I mean, that's probably enough that the map can be half over, so we don't need to talk about it, but treat yourselves. So yeah, we've got a double facility analyst start. We have heard that one of the players has the facility analyst bug where it does crash if you leave the facility. Fortunately, it's not really needed for this spin outside. And we're going to see the quick facility guard grab as well with that banana. Script opting for one of the guys in the security room instead.
Unfortunately for Pidgey, my bad, Togepi that misses the banana ever so slightly, but should be fine with another throw distraction after he leaves, of course. Only has the micro explosive to do the distraction with, so we'll get, of course, a legal action thrown it, so we'll get ripped a bit, but banana KO is accidental, so this will keep green guns.
Yeah, it's perfect logic. It's definitely an accident. You know, it happens to us all. Yeah, so this should be both players getting the drown set up here. I mean, Script, Imogen's gone a bit further ahead than you'd like because it just means she's going to stagger ever so slightly, but still in a pretty good position. She's reasonably close to the bathrooms. Script, interestingly, was in the room with the camera box when he got this disguise, but didn't choose to take that out there and then. We will have to deal with that because he does have cam issues, as you can see there. And both players gonna, yeah. Always feels like such a long walk when you start down in the as the facility analyst because she just seems to take forever to get to the bathrooms. Script is a little bit ahead, even though but no, not anymore. He isn't because he got a bit impatient and tried to skip past the enforcer and managed to get caught doing so. So that's pretty costly there. That's a couple of minutes down, which, as we all know, is possibly even enough to pretty much end the spin there and then. On a map like Chongqing, it can be very difficult to even claw back 2 minutes. And that is the kill done there for Togepi. I assume we're going to just stick with that name. And they're going to use the old sink there. That should bring that facility guard in. He is an enforcer, so... And also, there is a wall hack there. Yeah, I was going to say, that was something I believe Barbecue got caught out with in Roulette Rivals 8. I think that might have actually been against Gordy, potentially, in the old Shoutcaster showdown.
Yeah.
And...
Yeah.
Oh,
He left the...
he got red guns from one of the guys outside.
Yeah, he initially used the toilet panel to try and use that to shut the guard in, and didn't turn it off after using the sink. And then the guard's priorities then took over. And of course, all the doors in the facility are made from glass in here. So yeah, the rip. As soon as you see it in this corners of Dew, the rip was almost expected from that point.
Yeah, and I'm already being bullied for the pronunciation because, yeah, GK, you did send me that in pronunciation, but I didn't watch the video. I'm sorry. Yeah, so how much of an advantage do we think this puts Script in? So he's gone for the Seeker first this time, and going to Seeker the Enforcer guard that follows behind as well. It does sort of take one aspect of the spin away and will take his disguise over there as well. They will head to the same bathroom.
Harder. Unless if he smuggles in a trank, he will of course get another Seeker Dart for Hush if he wants to do it in that way, but will make such slightly harder if he does not have that trank smuggled in for an extra dart.
Yeah, and I think they're, it looks like trying to get a quick Seeker Dart. This feels like a very risky Seeker Dart right there. Yeah, there we go. But it will get her moving a lot quicker because she does take a while to get out of the room herself. Script will be getting his disguise right now. And wait till that guard got into that other bathroom so that they could, you know, just removes that risk of wall hack. Here's a scary wall hack. I think everyone knows that wall's a bit broken now after that one game between Barb and Gordy. I never actually knew it was there until that moment.
Take care of Hush, and we can get to the core.
I had a body be found, but that is the pacified guard. And yeah, accidental knockout with the banana, so no problems there.
So it's going for the board member, it seems, coming out towards the restaurant area. Of course, it's a disguise where there is a grab that requires nothing but a throw distraction, quite frankly. But always can sometimes rip people don't do it properly or just get a slight wrong head turn. And we should see Script try and go for it here.
In other news, it is Togepi. Thanks, GK. I did now watch your video. So that pronunciation is done now. We can get that out of the way. Togepi is also going to be heading up, although not going the same path to get the board member. Script is just bringing like everyone in except for the board member. Everyone's getting question marks, but this woman had already started the law, so yeah, this is going to be. It's going to feel really slow for Script as well. Like, stuff like this is pretty infuriating, but he has got him on the hook this time with that chain lure. That's not even a chain, I suppose it's just a normal lure, but whatever. Nice knockout through the door, because that is how physics work. Oh, and wall hacked. Oh, for God's sake. Hitman things. So, yeah, Script probably going to be pretty unhappy about that, right? That was ridiculous, right?
Yeah, unfortunate. Yeah, no, this is where you clear your mind after just a reset, really, which we hopefully will see from Script. You know, nothing to worry about now. Just worry about it after the game's done with. You know, of course, it's something that you don't like to see, but as a player, just have to reset and move on. Just forget about it, really, so you can just do the spin your best you can. Using the banana to get this guard here who turns around in a position where no one sees him because they will just stay here, and will allow him to get into the armory to have all the guns explosives. Of course, there is explosives in here, which would save a lot of spot. which hopefully we see him grab without getting spotted by the camera as well. No, not going for remote explosive. So obviously has a one smuggled. I think we saw a mixtape in his inventory, not a micro remote explosive. So he obviously has one in a smuggle, and if not, then I have to pick one up from the map somewhere.
Yeah, so pretty big advantage here for Togepi. That's the new pronunciation. Thanks, guys. Yeah, 3 minute, well, 3.5 minute in-game time, really. Lead, which is pretty killer. Has the disguise. Has the darts from the taunting gun, as you said, for that Seeker. Looking very good. Script has this painful wait again for Imogen and her guard to get to that bathroom. This is, I really must admit, I do hate the drown and kill for that exact reason. Always just feels so slow, because you can't even do anything else while you're waiting for her to head over there. There's very little you can do, because obviously you're bringing the loud explosive in with you. I suppose you could maybe leave that as a smuggle or something like that.
Oh, he doesn't wait long enough, so the guard redirects.
Yeah.
Of course, as soon as you press that drown prompt, the toilet becomes available, and if you don't wait for that guard to go to that toilet, then he will redirect. And so, just a bit early from script. Hopefully, he learns again that you just have to wait a little bit more for the guard to go into the bathroom or just start puking, be even more safe. Togepi now does have Hush Seekers, so we'll try and find a bathroom. No, it all goes along this railing here. Gets a bit of wish on this research here, so we'll have to be a little bit careful. Goes to a corner subdue, but Mogwai does walk outside and does see that corner subdue and will force the rip.
Yeah, this is proving to be a more difficult spin than I perhaps anticipated. Yeah, I like this. So Script is grabbing himself a free silent pistol from the armory. And take out cams while he's here. That body will obviously never be an issue. So yeah, there we go. Replan as well, over on the other side. I didn't even notice. Having a change of heart, which probably not the worst idea. After a couple of struggles, you often are tempted to try something new. Doesn't always work out for the best. Oh, and Script, too close taking that dark gun shot. That was heard from the guard. And chat has just descended into a debate on how to pronounce either Chongqing or Chongqing, or probably some other pronunciation. But who knows? So, Togepi going for the board member first this time, and going to go for, I'm guessing, a quick hush isolation. Perhaps not the optimal way, but after struggling the other way, this might be the right call. Yeah, actually, identical on in-game time right now as well, interestingly. Which doesn't happen very often, especially when, like, 12 minutes into a spin. So these guys are quite literally neck and neck. Ruined by Script by him daring to open his inventory. Which is pretty rude, if you ask me. And Script caught again there, trying to get that guard over the banana. So, what do you think about the change of strategy here, Joker? I quite like this decision. Definitely struggling to get something going. So, I think this is definitely a smart change of plan.
Yeah, and the disguise for Imogen, it allows you everywhere in the facility. It won't be an issue where she is. Of course, she will always go to the toilet then. Doesn't make much of a change. Of course, you can get this hush kill straight away if you want to. Might be a bit risky, but of course, there are soundproof areas in this area, and that he might box him or anything, or again, just do it on exit, which will.
Yeah, I mean, let's let's do some mission story strats as well. Let's make the board member legal in that area, just for extra fun, extra style points. Obviously, it does take like a millennium to get down there because it's horrific and slow, but whatever. Do it for style points. I never actually noticed the board member is actually not even trespassing here, he's actually hostile, which is strange. Chat has descended into madness. We're now talking about the fact that CKG is the airport code for the for Chung. And then your choice of pronunciation. I won't even finish the rest. We'll just go Chung, and you guys can fill in the rest yourself.
Yeah, this Chongqing has been proving quite challenging for both players, although initial glances didn't look that hard, but it just shows like one rip can descend into how hard Roulette can be in that regard.
Yeah, and Script has just fired his second Seeker dart into that guard on the stairs, but I think he probably would have been able to subdue him down there, to be honest. I'm pretty sure it's safe to leave him on those stairs. It would have saved him a dart, but I'm guessing his smuggle will also be some kind of dart. I think he tried to leave enough time that he can get the drowning kill done, but it's still pretty close. I think the knockout is like the far better and safer idea here. But we're seeing infiltration of the facility here from Togepi. Oh, and got some wash. Hopefully that's not a full peekaboo. I don't think that'll be enough to bring him over. In the meantime, the other game is yet to start, apparently.
Good, that's Imogen Royce down. Take care of Hush, and we can get to the core.
In fact, I think it might be a no-show, so that game might be getting cancelled. We shall see.
No shout from Max Masters, but he's online on Discord, so maybe with a slight request, the admins might be able to extend it. But yeah, focusing on the main game here, of course. Togepi now, with change of strats, has the Hush kill set up with a board member in the facility. Now just needs this drown kill onto Imogen. As this guy's needed. He's going to try a shot from here, which should be fine, and she will direct to the bathroom that we have seen her go to so many times.
Yeah, I think that there's. I think no matter where you trank her in the facility, she'll always go to those toilets, right? As far as I understand it, anyway. I don't think there is actually anywhere else for her to go. There's not really. I don't think there's any bins or anything around the facility. Trying not to get caught by these cameras right here. Should be able to reach from this distance. It's easier to get the one close by because the camera has that sort of strange angle. Not even going to bother, actually. Going to find it easier just to take the cams out afterwards, which I think I agree with, to be honest. And hopefully doesn't go for the what's it called, the drown too quick, if that, because I think her guard was Seekered, but or has he gone elsewhere actually? Yeah, it looks like he's gone elsewhere. Maybe there is a certain distance where they head to a different area to throw up. Don't know if anyone in chat can confirm that for us. That is kill number 1, recently done by Script, and he's just got the board member disguise, and Togepi has also just done the Imogen Royce kill. We'll head back for their board member disguise, take out the cams, probably grab the old tier 3 dongle, and then can take the quote secret exit with a loud detonation as well. Even has a spare dart to use just to make the room a lot less dangerous. Although that guy is an enforcer, and because he had stole his outfit, that's going to be a bit scary. Yeah, I wasn't not a fan of that, and there is cams in that. There's a cam in there. How does that work? Someone explain to me how that body was not found. I don't even know what to say to that, honestly. I don't know how that body wasn't found. I'm not going to ask any questions. That camera is useless. It is literally pointed directly at a board on the wall with just a bunch of guns, which you could easily just monitor the whole room, but we don't need to talk about it. Loud detonation done, yeah. Quick exit. That did not feel like a quick exit at all. Ignore the name on the screen as well. It's definitely Togepi. You saw nothing, and that is 5 stars confirmed. I don't think script is going to be able to do this in 47 seconds, but I am just going to let this play out just for a little bit to be ultra safe. Although I don't think they'd be able to get to the old exit anyway, so I am going to call this here. In fact, it's been already 30 seconds. So, yeah, I can't see script finishing this in the next 17 seconds. And we're now off to I almost said it wrong completely. Hokkaido. I don't think I can get the pronunciation wrong on that one. Although I'm sure I can find a way. Joker, I am adminning this game, so I'm just going to leave you to waffle to the people for a few minutes. If you could do the honours.
Yeah. Next map, of course, you see Hokkaido picked by script. Don't have access to their map record on this yet. Script, I guess, might not know that Togepi is Pajero, but you always pick a map that you feel comfortable and your opponent might not be. Hokkaido's a map, however, that most people will be comfortable on. So I will expect him to be comfortable on it, and as well, Pajero, I'm sure has been around. Sorry, my bad. Togepi has been around and will know what they're doing. On Hokkaido, of course, are some maps
I've
that
just got your
can
stats
cause
for you.
problems.
They should be on the screen if you want to read
There
those
we go.
stats.
Yeah, of course, Togepi hasn't played Hokkaido yet. Is their apparent first game in Roulette Rivals. As the script has visited Hokkaido 3 times, winning once, twice. Of course, we have seen the instruction to fire on Yuki, which is doable without the Molotov, of course, placing cigarettes in the restaurant. She will venture outside and smoke next to a barrel, so it can be done remotely. But again, legalization of the Molotov has allowed the fire on Yuki to just be a standard kill, and the Molotov is just that good that you're probably going to be doing it instead of any other gasoline drum kill. Strategy, really. Of course, there are some that actually the gasoline drum might be easier, safer, all the rest do. But of course, Yuki, the fire taking a lot of time, fully optimizing it from chef start, luring her straight away. She'll get around there 4:30. She will take time, whereas the Molotov, you can just throw at her, whether you knock her out in the isolation, get her in the sauna room, wherever. Then of course, you have the 3 hostile guys on the map, of course. Ninja, motorcyclist, baseball player do make a bit more challenging for some conditions. And then again, some guys that are hard to grab on this map, like the hospital directors. Dexter, if you don't get him first, you can lose him. Of course, we'll just wander into the restaurant afterwards. So it can be a quick map, but there are some things that can actually make it very hard. Of course, you always have access to the sauna, get her a nice safe isolation, and thankfully Dollars never moves, so you always find ready to get him wherever and whenever, if mainly focus on Yuki first.
Yeah, so I've just been messing around with your audio filters. Apparently you're popping, if you know what that means. That might be better. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah, so 2.5 minutes to go. I didn't realise how long I'd actually set between these games, but thank you for waffling away while I've done all my admin stuff. The other game's still yet to start. I think Max might have been in contact with the admin if anyone is keeping an eye on... Well, I was going to say on both games, but one of them hasn't technically started, so I suppose that's probably not the right way of wording it. I also just thought about the predictions. No one reminded me. Although everyone just got their own money back on that one because everyone went in on Togepi. So there is that. So enjoy your refunds, I guess. But let's see. Who do we think is going to take Hokkaido? There we go. There's your prediction. Yeah, so both players showing off some strats for us here. Script, a little bit of a chaotic strat, but I kind of like it. It's the new meta, surely. Just knock everyone out. Everyone likes a good KO. But yeah, so I mean, Joker. Obviously, I know what the spin is. So tell me what you would like to see in an ideal world. What kind of chaos or speed run? What would you like?
Of course, UAP will go with the normal hostile sizes, but I think hostile disguises make Hokkaido even more boring due to the fact that you do have the sauna available.
I mean, yeah, the sauna is, as you say, it's pretty much a staple sort of strat, isn't it, for crazy disguises? Anything that's motorcyclist, Yuki, or, well, with the exception of like consume poison or falling object, I suppose. Pretty much everything else, it's you're typically going to use the sauna strat. Togepi showing us how not to do that isolation and stuff. That was chaotic. Observer wants Soda's ninja fire. If only. That would be the dream. Oh, either way, we've only... Oh, go on, sorry.
Any ninja spin almost results in the cylinder for Yuki, whether or not, because if you have it for others, most of the time you'll get that kill on others and miss the secret opportunity. Unless you have a bodyguard kill for Yuki, the next one you have to kill will be Sauna. So anything swaying away from Ninja as the suit arrives here.
Yeah, and Script doesn't seem to have got the memo of the old timer there, because just playing along, but there we go. I'll run the spin down. We have Eric Soda's Explosion as the hospital director, Yuki Yamazaki Sniper as the baseball player. As soon as you mentioned, hostile disguises, I had to keep a straight face, because this is basically your nightmare spin.
Not a nightmare, man. I just find it boring.
Well, yeah, so yeah, a nightmare for boringness anyway. It's not a difficult spin per se with the sauna strat, but it's just getting everything strung together. Especially if people try and get sodas first, because obviously that does make the baseball player a lot harder to grab. So
I was gonna say, I think they can almost get started. Hospital Director, he's the one disguise that can grab the baseball player without key cards. Just grab that.
Yeah,
but again,
true.
You can almost. It's hard, really, isn't it? Because you can leave Hospital Director to then go get baseball player before someone dies, which is the standard of what we see, really. But can you just go up as Hospital Director, summon the baseball player, bring that back downstairs or whatever? Then you do run the risk of then having to get another key card as bodyguard just to get the.
Yeah, I mean, I instantly like what we're seeing from Togepi, or at least attempted there. The quick Hospital Director grab is definitely the one. I think Script is going to opt for a remote emetic, which is going to be a lot slower. But yeah, I like this briefcase into like a trunk. I've only started seeing fairly recently. I don't know whether or not this is just something that no one used to do or something, but when you get it to work, which unfortunately hasn't happened as of yet. In fact, instantly going to swap to a Seeker, so both of these guys will be sat waiting for those emetics to kick in. Just to let everyone know as well, the other game looks like it's about to start in a couple of minutes' time. If anyone is interested, Script is trying out this strat. He was trying before, but having some difficulties pulling that off. It seems to be like the same as the snail, but I don't know if Script just doesn't have the Deadly Sins DLC. I'm not too sure. Yeah, it does just seem a slightly more complex way of doing that isolation. Yeah, Info, you raise a very good point there on whether or not there is a sniper rifle angle as the baseball player to that, what's it called, the little bay out here, whatever it's called, the gondola. I think you have to go up to the mountain, right? Like up where you start as Ninja. I think that's the only place that has like any kind of view whatsoever.
Red guns, and I think that's the guard there, just out of the corners I see in Nuki. That is the real problem here with this.
Yeah.
Specific isolation is so hard to get done.
And it's one of those ones as well, for how little time you spend. That's actually the really quick kill for Togepi, because that is basically the freest kill in the world, is Explosion. Just throw anything at the walls / windows and it will kill. And as you said, the Hospital Director disguise is going to make the baseball player very easy, but
But
at the same
navigating
time, he's
out,
going to have that
that's
extra
going to be a
guard.
problem.
Yeah, exactly. I
Be a
do
problem, of
think
course.
it would
Has
have
to try and
been
keep that there.
definitely would have been better to do that explosion a little bit later, because there is obviously plenty of areas you can do it. You can do it up by the poison stem cell part. You can do it pretty much any window. I think works actually, as long as it's close enough to. I think I'm just wondering what they're doing, just juggling briefcases for some reason.
Yeah, but he has tranks up and available to him, which will hopefully make this fatal players guys a lot easier. Of course, just having that basis to walk right into the room will make it 1,000 times easier. And access is just be getting out will be the hard part about this, and we'll have to be careful because the amount of ice that will be around after Solus dies.
Yeah, you're the first person I've ever heard pronounce it Sodders as well. That was he's
No,
left
it
his
rarely
sniper down in the basement as well, by the way. I don't know if he realizes he's not got his briefcase. Yeah, look at all these guys around here. It's gonna leave a pistol for one of them, and you just get that hammer to get their attention. But yeah, I never like this. Like, this is, as we were discussing, it's just so it's just so uncomfortable killing sodas first. These guards up here are just such a pain. Holy crap, that was a lot of whoosh from Togepi there. That's a lot braver than I am. I don't know if they're just waiting for the path in for that guy, because he will turn around at some point. He goes to talk to the other chap.
Eventually, I don't know if it's any different after Solus dies, but anyways, time will become tight soon. Of course, he did start restaurants, so we'll have a slight delayed look Yuki as if he started in this suite. So we'll have to just go down and make sure.
Yeah, I don't think it delays by as much though. He's probably got like 90 seconds to get that done. I wouldn't say it's.
But again, you
It's
have
normally
to turn it on. If the people are still in the sauna, then she won't be in. She will leave. She won't go in. So he has possibly come down now.
Yeah, but is that not going to be like
Go
a
down the
second
sauna.
cycle? I think at that point.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, he has a secret left, which he will be able to do, but baseball into a toilet in the middle of nowhere will be hard to do. And she has a long cycle and won't return to the sauna until 8-10 minutes, I think. I don't know. I've never let her get that far.
Yeah, I
So
think on a
possibly
restaurant start, it probably would be about 10 minutes, because it is normally 4.5 and then 9, and it goes up in intervals of like 4.5 roughly. So I'm guessing with the restaurant start, you can call it like max 30-second difference. If I would ballpark guess. Ballpark extra pun, by the way, because we're talking about the baseball player as well. So I'll take my applause. Thank you very much. But yeah, I mean, they're gonna just seek one of these guys as well. Should make this a bit easier to grab the baseball player, but it's still not going to be fun. It's just such one. As soon as you get the sodas kill first, like everything just becomes so much more scarier to me. It doesn't gel with me at all. Even the peekaboo from this guy at the end, who is like a stationary guy, because he now can't knock out anyone. Like, he has to be really careful. Just can't knock this guy on the stairs.
Yeah, get dodgy here. Eyes everywhere.
I mean, the second guy won't be able to whoosh him though, because obviously you can only get the attention of one god at a time. So, good knowledge. Yeah, and he's going to find that body like literally any second now. Surely he's going to have to go and knock him out.
He goes outside. So
that was so.
Be a bit of a save. But yeah, we'll hide the body anyways, just for safety.
Yeah, well, why would you? Why would you not at this point? I mean, his sniper's down here anyway, so he had to be here. Little shake of the mouse, I think, just to show that he wasn't quite happy with that. Nor would I be. That was pretty terrifying. I think just gonna have a quick think here as to what he wants to do. Got the bodyguard disguise. Is he gonna just go and do the sauna in the bodyguard and come back?
In a while.
And that baseball bat block on that door is pretty funny, because you can just hear the noise of that door trying to spam open, which isn't annoying at all.
We might have to knock this guy out here, because if he has to snipe in that briefcase, we have to grab it back, but it will be in a room in the hospital, which we have to access in this disguise.
Pidgey, sorry, Togepi. Genuinely, that one was accidental. That wasn't even for the meme, I assure you. But yeah, that is hostile, jumping over that barrier, and those guys below and on the bloody helipad, everyone can see you. Let's just ban that bot in the chat.
Script blinding me. But yeah, that wasn't the recase with sniper rifle. Had it stashed in the morgue storage. I'm gonna knock out this guy. It's gonna be interesting to see how he gets to Yuki now. Of course, I saved her on the gondola. That's what has given him red guns. It's gonna be interesting to see how he gets across to there. Unless he's gonna do a bunch of loud pistol shots or what? I don't know. But it's gonna be interesting to see how he approaches this.
Yeah, this is. I'll be honest. This is a much closer Hokkaido than I was expecting. I don't know why. I just assumed this was the. God, those lights are so blinding. Genuinely epilepsy warning. Not even kidding, because yeah, that is genuinely pretty scary. What's the chef about? Is this the whole Yuki chef lore thing? I don't know what this is. I've never actually practiced this or learnt it in any capacity. Oh, script restarting. I think he was going to just panic his way to get the baseball player to the gondola, and it didn't go to plan. And yeah, I don't know what this strat is with the old chef disguise. I'm very confused. I've not played much roulette recently. I'm hoping you can give me some info.
Yeah, so he's poisoned the food. That doesn't really matter. You can just start preparing it, and this will lure Yuki over here. Afterwards, she will then move to the private booth where she'll have a phone call, and this is how you usually set up the fire kill. After that, if you put on a cigarette, she'll go outside the fire. But she'll go into an area where you can snipe her from the helipad exit. But I think from my own experiences, you have to do one distraction shot beforehand, or like she'll get killed, and that will cause the glass to distract or whatever, and then everyone will turn around, and eventually one will see her, even if you're right at the helicopter exit.
So the fact that he's poisoned this sushi, does that mean she'll eat that poison and then do the phone call after the emetic? Because that feels very slow.
I assume so. I do assume so.
Yeah, I think second cycle sauna would be happening like right now.
Because it's the fugu fish, you have to serve her. But it's cut and fugu. I don't know. You don't have to poison it. You can just prepare it, and that will lure her over, as you can see now. So it might even miss this potentially. Yeah. Don't have to worry about poison.
Yeah, I mean, this is oh god, those lights. Honestly, those lights. Sorry, guys, if it's not even script's fault. I know what the bug is. It's horrible. But yeah, Togepi. This whole chef isolation thing is happening right now. Gonna serve that.
She will go down to the bathroom downstairs, which do have glass windows.
Yeah, you could definitely shoot that from the helipad.
I think that's
right?
the intention. Did run out of seekers earlier. Of course, used one on the hospital director, I think, and then one onto the bodyguard to get him away while he was grabbing the baseball player disguise. So I think we'll see him knock out Yuki here, and then case her by the window and just shoot her from the helipad exit.
Script has his baseball player disguise. Gonna jam this door open again with that baseball bat. I'm actually gonna open carry the sniper rifle because he's just donated his briefcase to that guard. God, Script is really going for some crazy stuff right now. Like a walking anxiety attack for me here. What's he planning here? Oh, he's definitely going to whoosh there. Yeah, he needed to have a quick look at the old instinct or mini map there. I could see that. Yeah. Pretty unfortunate there. Togepi is, I think, as you said, it looks like they're going to knock them out and leave them at the window. Or
I think that's
maybe
the
just.
furthest one to the right. That's
Can I just
why he's
bring?
trying not to.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say.
think it has to be F1. That furthest one to the right, I'm not sure you can get an angle on the F1, which will make sense, of course. The one she's speaking is furthest away, so you'd assume that, she easier to shoot, maybe? I don't know, but good again. Go back to emetic devising onto the hospital director to grab it to the skies in Portman. Issue with Yuki's guards here is they don't react to any throw distractions at all.
Yeah, and that
we'll
throwing
come out
angle
to
is
if anything
disgusting. I really hope he doesn't take that throwing angle. That looks dangerous as hell.
One head turn is all it takes.
Definitely going to go for it though. I think it's being lined up. Will they react to a dropped pistol or anything like that?
I assume so, but he's in the chef disguise, which could be hard to do.
He's got that
Different
result
further.
security though, hasn't he? He just knocked out a result security, so could do that. Might even be planning to bring the baseball player here, or potentially some weird long-range snipe through many doors. I don't know what's going on here. This is turning out to be way more chaotic than I originally anticipated when I saw the spin come up. You just see explosion and you just think it's going to be really easy, and then you sort of never. I suppose you don't quite think about the hostile stuff, but yeah, sauna would be solving a lot of these problems.
Okay, what is that?
Of course, that's no longer an option for Togepi now that she's knocked out. It's this strat or nothing.
And body found eventually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a
expect
12-minute
Ruler to take
restart.
that card. Not something you see on Hokkaido often, and now this is where you think, will he just return to Stormlord, which is so standard because of almost how easy it makes these sort of kills.
Yeah, and I wonder if we'll maybe see a swap to the sauna strat this time. It definitely is the logical answer to this spin. Albeit maybe the boring one, as you said originally, but... Yeah, I've already casted one near 47-minute Hokkaido. Am I going to be seeing a second one? That's the question.
What's up with the sudden limp on our resident yoga mat?
Togepi is in Portman's suite. We'll be getting the hospital director. I'm guessing... Do we think they're going to do the explosion straight away? That's the question. Or are they going to head to the sauna first? Script has just used the sauna. Just for the knockout it's going to be, because it doesn't have the sniper and the disguise ready. Are we going to see the same? Yeah, I think we are going to see the same from Togepi.
No, not yet.
I don't know. I think it might be Togepi. Actually, I don't know. I'm being all British about this.
Togepi, I don't know. I played broken games, I don't know how to pronounce it. So
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, so script with what's going to be like, what, 45-ish seconds wait probably while she heads over. And if you knock out the guard that follows her in, does she just like never get found?
yeah, knock out the guard on her and you'll be fine.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty safe. I mean, there might still be a time limit on it eventually. I don't really know, but
Of course, you have to drag her into the other room if you keep her in the
God.
sauna. She will die eventually.
yeah, I think even script is being blinded by these lights. Yeah, so Togepi has got the baseball player first. Yeah, definitely a smart move. Far easier. Even left a pistol on the floor there just in case.
And has left the host director downstairs, which I think is really nice.
So much whoosh as well.
Just
So
gonna
yeah,
make both
can
kills a lot easier.
safely
Has
get
time to
yeah, can safely get that explosion done now as well. Like that is the only bit that was holding that back was grabbing that disguise. Let's see where they choose to throw this explosive from. Like I said, you can do it from where they're heading right now to the stem cells. Looks like that's where they're going to do it. There's a window just above you. You can throw it straight at that and it will work. Not going to do that. Actually might be planning to throw it in the room. Even though, like I said, you can use this window right here. It works fine.
The woman is in the way. Of course, it will kill her, which you don't want. You don't want to kill any NTKs here.
Yeah, and interestingly, so the reason why I know that window works is because this is actually, I got an explosion as my first ever roulette spin in a tournament. Not this disguise, I think I had ninja, but yeah, I did use that window because I didn't fancy coming up here. I mean, throwing this baseball like really close to Soda's, which isn't necessary at all. He has like 1 HP, so you can throw it so far away. Hence why the wall bangs work. It has a good minute or so to get back to the sauna.
Yeah.
Gonna go down here. I'm surprised about that. I think going outside would be my call. Oh no, they need to get their smuggle anyway. That'll be why. Needs to go to get it from the garage.
It has to be quick. Otherwise, he will miss the time where Yukino will actually respond. If they are still in the sauna, she simply won't go in, even if you've upped the temperature. And so have to be quick, get to the sauna.
Yeah, I think should be okay. It just needs to be careful jumping with this window. The bodyguard is right there. Yeah, just well timed to get past. Won't have the director to worry about as well, because obviously he's down. So, and yeah, has the people still in the sauna? So this is going to be very.
We'll have to come out.
Does he have a seeker? No. Obviously hostile disguise as well. So we're gonna have to wait until he turns around. It has been done. I did this myself, but it's definitely not the optimal way of doing this. Got away with it though, but do they have key hackers to get? In fact, they don't even need key hackers because the bodyguard, because of course, keep that door open. Even when they're in this box, it does keep the door open. Kill done, and that is both kills done. We'll have a bodyguard for the exit as well. And I think this is going to be Togepi taking the win here, 4-0. Script not actually far behind though. Thinking about it, this could actually be a photo finish after 22 minutes, because it is just going to be throwing an explosive at a wall. I've got the done from Togepi. Script now. No, don't pause. Typing in chat. What is going on? I can see them typing in the Discord. Now is not the time.
It's going to go outside, however, which could be a bit of a time waste.
What is going on?
Always been promising.
This might be a classic bench guy moment. What is happening? Someone investigate these for match fixing. LOL. Has Script not got an explosive? I don't understand what's happening.
He has a weapon. He has a baseball. Just being careful, of course. It is illegal action.
Well,
but
47 seconds has now expired. I don't. Did I say 45 then? 47 either way. But yeah, that is now going to be outside that window. I'm still not throwing it out the window. I don't understand what's happening. I'm very, very confused. That was a very strange ending to that match. I'm gonna guess that you agree with me on that one.
Yeah.
Rather unconventional, let's say.
Yeah. It's one of the weirdest codes I've experienced. And I've seen some shenanigans like that for a long time in any month, really. Even the Chongqing was an experience as well, with the explorations of the Imogen drowning and that. Script now getting the explosion kill off, but unfortunately too late.
Yeah, that definitely could have been played a lot differently from Script. 100% could have got in that photo finish range. Whether or not it's winnable would have been incredibly difficult to say. just because obviously the timing would matter on when they press done and things like that. And there was quite a few loads from both of these guys, so really quite difficult to predict. But yeah, really well played here. And I've just realised the overlay is not updating, by the way. I don't know what's...
Yeah, just refresh. That's what I had to do.
It's a classic hit maps moment. That's what I was waiting for, but there we go. Script has just exited actually as well. But yeah, too little, too late, unfortunately, for script. Let's have a quick look at what that does to our brackets as well. Where are we? What were we doing? That was PC, wasn't it? Yeah. PC winners bracket round 2 means we have Togepi will be advancing to the winners bracket round 3, where they will face some random person. That is their name, not literally a random person. Ha ha ha, funny joke. And then that will, of course, mean that Script will be dropping down into our lower bracket. He will face whoever the winner of Frivolous versus Mr. Mike is, which, as we can see, if I quickly flip over to our upcoming games as well, I believe is actually scheduled possibly even for today, question mark. Yes. So our upcoming games, there is actually a game on right now, which is over on Buff Guy's channel, which is where we'll be heading shortly. But we also have Alex versus Throat tonight as well, Matty versus Observer, and at the same time as that, actually, we do have that Frivolous versus Mike game. Sleaze versus Moo, but I'm not sure what's going on there. That might be changed. We have Omar versus Osh and T-Nut versus I Like Hitman. So plenty of action still scheduled in for us. More to come, more to love, more to watch, etc. Joker, thank you very much for joining me. Have you got any closing words for us?
No, it was just showing that what rips on spins can do. You know, we saw, especially on Chongqing, one rip on a spin that we thought, you know, wasn't that bad. It's just one rip sending into multiple, and same with Hokkaido, really, especially for scripts. Togepi not that much, just had like one 12-minute rip and made sure to sauna properly after that.
Yeah, I was going to say, not much more to add myself. Yeah, I mean, 2 spins, I must admit, I wouldn't ever say that any spin is easy, because that is definitely not the case when you're actually playing in a tournament. But yeah, definitely spins that I think we considered would have been done pretty quick turned out to be quite challenging, which personally is what I like to see. Pidgey, I don't know what you're talking about. You were never here. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching, guys. Joker, again, thank you very much for joining me. And yeah, we're going to go and send you guys over to Buff so you can watch more of the action. We have Ebra versus Max. So we'll catch you guys in the next one.